All right. Hello, everybody. This is Jesus Skywalker, fresh off getting my band reversed. Back in the house. Um, User plus add 846 wrote on the last video, can you make a video on how to set up charts and indicators? And I think that's a fantastic idea. So we're going to go right into that. This is going to be a much shorter video than the other video. I'm sorry about the length of that. I had a lot of stuff to cover, but this will be a little bit more to the point, and I guess we're going to do more of these videos. And I hope you guys, if you guys like them, if you guys have ideas for future videos that I can do, things that you want to see, either leave it in the comments of this video below or leave it on the Reddit post and just let me know kind of what you think. I got this idea from one of you guys, so maybe you can come up with the next idea. First thing you're going to need, if you're going to do this, you're going to need a TradingView account. So you're going to need to go to tradingview.com and you're going to need to set up an account. Now, that's not free, but what can I say? There's a cost of doing business, and I think a TradingView account is absolutely essential. So anyway, once you make your TradingView account, you're going to come in here to the Jasmy chart. I am going to go ahead and, well, I have them turned off so you can't see them right now. This is the basic Jasmy chart right here with all indicators turned off. I have a couple of panes hidden. I'm going to go through how to set up all of this, but basically the most important thing you need, because I don't know what kind of membership you're going to set up for TradingView. They have different options. I think I have a middle tier option, but basically the depending on the package you get depends on how many windows you can open, or like how many panes you can have. Like if you want to have these panes, or I can have a fourth pane if I want. But anyway, let's just get into this basic chart. There's two indicators that I recommend setting up onto this basic chart. The first one is going to be the trader's reality indicator, and the second is going to be the VWAP. To add these indicators, right here in the middle of the screen, you can see this indicators button. You're going to go here. I have favorites marked, but you're going to need to search because you're not going to have my favorites, or you're going to have to search for traders reality. And you want this one right here, traders reality main. It has 5,162 uses at the time of this video recording. That's what you're going to want to go do. I keep the indicators that I use marked as a favorite. So you're going to click on that to add that to your chart. And the second one you're going to add is the VWAP. And the one that I use is the one that says VWAP auto anchored, VWAP AA. Okay, so turning these on for the you know what? I think I actually need to remove my trader's reality and re-add it so you can see, because there's some things that you're going to want to turn off. So let me just do that. I'm going to re-add this trader's reality. And when you first add it, it looks very busy. Okay, there's a ton of information here. And if you want to use it with all the information that's on there, that's fine. This is a little bit too much for me. So like I take some off. And just so you know, this little yellow line running through the middle of the chart, that's your VWAP. And I'm going to turn that off for a minute just so we can focus on the trader's reality. So that is with the VWAP off. When you go into the trader's reality indicator, if you page down over here and you come over here to the little settings wheel, all of the stuff for this is going to come up, and there is a ton. There's a gargantuan amount of information on here. You don't really need to add anything. What you may need to do is remove some stuff. I don't like to have this ADR window here. I don't need to see all of the sessions. The only session that I really want to see is the US Brinks, which is the start of the New York session. So that one I'll leave on there. Let me see. So as we go through here, you're going to remove is it this one? No, you want to keep the ADR, that ADR there. Average weekly range, I think that, yeah, that can probably come off. Average monthly range, I would take that off. The range daily high and all that stuff, you want to leave that. M levels, I take this off, I believe. Yeah, I take that off, and I take the labels off. So under pivot points, I remove the show M levels, and I remove the labels. This box I don't like, so I get rid of that box. Show ADR table down here. This gets rid of this box, I believe. Yep, that's gone. And show ADR pips. You're probably not going to use pips. That's not used very much. That's not used very often for crypto. Vector candle zones. That's not awful to leave on, but I do turn it off because I like to draw my own. Trying to see what that turns off. All right, so under show market sessions, I turn off all of this stuff for London. New York, I will leave on there. Asia, I'll take off, like being Tokyo and Hong Kong, and also Sydney. EU Brinks, I take off. US Brinks, I leave that on, and I'll explain that. I can explain that in another video. I got to keep this one short, so psych levels, you definitely want to leave those. Now we're at the bottom. Okay, so that's it. So what everything I just took off is what you would take off. We can turn the VWAP back on. VWAP is just default. Okay, so now just to explain to you now we still got something in here that I don't want. Hide the VWAP one more time. It's just yesterday's low. I don't want that on there. Okay, that's off. Daily, yeah, okay. I turn for yesterday and last week's high and lows. I turn that off. So, okay, so now this is where my chart normally is, and then we'll turn the VWAP back on. Okay, so in this chart, the VWAP is just this yellow line right here. That's it. And this is just the volume weighted volume weighted average price. And basically, when price moves very far away from the VWAP, you can kind of bank that it's going to trade back towards it. Like Jasmine has traded very far away from the VWAP. I would expect for Jasmine to start trading back towards that. On the Trader's Reality indicator itself, now you can see that we have all of our volume weighted candles. In the previous video, I went through how you have the bright green and bright red are vector candles with strong volume. The pink and the blue candles are vector candles with medium volume, and then the gray and the red with black bodies are just regular average, you know, normal green and red candles, just average volume, no special amount of volume there. So that's how I would use the candles to mark off, like, you know, your vector candles here. Like if you wanted to mark these off now, it's a little bit clearer where your lines are going to go. Usually what I'm going to do is just find the vector candles that I want to mark off, and then if there's any areas that have already been recovered, I'll just kind of line that up like that. In the middle here, you can see, like, this is like your Bollinger Band. It's got your 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is this blue line. The white line is your 200-day moving average. The yellow line is your 5-day moving average. And the red line is your 13-day moving average. Now, just understand that that is based off of the time frame that you're using. So when you're on the daily time frame, that blue line is actually the average over the last 50 days. When you're using the 1 hour time frame, like this is your 50-day moving average and your 200-day moving average based off of based on the 1 hour candle. So if you're using the 15-minute time frame, on the 15-minute time frame, your 50-day average is going to equal the same as your 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame, because it's the 15-minute is 1/4 of an hour. The time frames that you have here, you have to actually go in here and put a star next to the ones that you want to use. I definitely recommend you use the if you're day trading, if you're day trading, you definitely need the 5-minute. The 15-minute is useful. 1 hour is useful. 4 hours useful. Daily is useful. You don't really need much else of anything, but I mean, it's, you know, it's you can flip through whatever you want to look at. You can change that all up here. And this is basically all I would say that you need to set up your main chart. Now, if you want to add any extra panes to get a little bit of more information, that's fine. I'm just going to say this. Like, I do use these 2 extra windows. I cannot really remember the last time I made a decision based off of any information in here. Okay, these are just 2 indicators that I like the way that they look, because they kind of help me to ground where I'm thinking, like this middle indicator. And let me page this down so you can see which ones they are. All right, so this middle window here, this is the TDI plus RSI divergence. So when you go into the indicators, it's TDI, this trader's dynamic index plus RSI divergences. Okay, that's I use that one, and the bottom one is VMC Cipher B divergences. Okay, which is right here. It's Fu Manchu Cipher B plus divergences. Okay, for any of you that are familiar with, there's a YouTuber named CryptoFace, and I am not plugging that guy at all. I don't think he's a particularly useful person to follow, but he used to market a product called Market Cipher B, and Fu Manchu is the free version. Is a free version of that exact same product. It does everything exactly the same. So these two, I just use them stock, and like I said, they're just an overview of the chart. Now, when you're looking at, this is the TDI plus divergences, and basically when you're looking at this is a Bollinger Band with your RSI band inside of it. And where this is very useful is like when you see price come out of the volatility band like this, or like this down here where it's like shark finned, like this is where when you see something like this, you can bank that price is going to like snap back down here or snap back down here. And when it came out here, it was going to snap back out here. Now we'll go back to the chart and look, and you can see like right here where it came out of the volatility band, bam, it snapped back up. And then when it came back up here, it started to break down. It came here, it started to break down. I mean, like I said, this is not anything that you have to have. I just like it because I don't know, it just helps me understand the situation just a little bit better. But like I said, it's not anything you want to base any decisions on. For the Fu Manchu, that looks like this, and this is a ton of information. Okay, I don't know how much I want to go into this with. Okay, so you can see the waves of momentum. The green dots and red dots are like buy and sell indicators. Please do not use those as that. They are useful. Like when you see a dot way up here, like when you've had a movement way up here and you see that dot, I mean, it helps you to know that price might be rolling over here. Okay. But I don't use these as like a sell or a buy signal. I just like to see where this is saying that we are momentum wise. The red and the green in here is very useful. This is the flow of money. So when you see this come in like this, that means money is coming into Jasmy. When it turns to red, money is leaving Jasmy. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I'm going to really go into with the TDI or with the Fu Manchu. It's just an indicator that I use, but I don't necessarily think that you have to have it. Like I said, if this is all you have, this is really all you need. I don't think that you necessarily have to have the other panes. But if you do want to have them, you have everything that I have set up for my chart right now. I don't think that I need, the tools over here, you can kind of play through. This video will be an hour long if I go through all these tools, and I know that people are going to get upset about that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short here. Hope you guys have a great day. Please remember to pay yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.